Hi everybody, welcome back to the basement. It's that time again. We're going to walk around the layout and do another update. So let's see what I've been doing over the past month. Here we go. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to show you, a couple of weeks ago, I did a video about making a railing out of hardware cloth. So I'm going to show you that first, if you remember. From that video, I showed you how I made this railing. So this is one of the things I've done within the last month or since the last update. I think it pretty much was at this point in that video, and I can put a tag here to it. I'm going to add a couple more sections of this in this particular area. One's going to be right here along the edge so that people don't fall off into the water, and another one will be across the dam back here. Okay. Got a person sitting on the bench. I'm going to add a couple more in there, but here's the train that I ran in the last video. When I brought this train up from Durand to Alpena, still parked here. I've separated the cars though so that so people can access the parking lot, and also so trucks can get in and out of the plant. But what I've been working on though is over here. Now right here was the rolling mill. Okay, the Walthers rolling mill, part of their Ashland steel collection. Of course, I'm working on building a steel mill right here, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. The rolling mill I have over here right now because I'm getting it finished. Let's get a little closer. This building has sat on the layout for almost a decade now, unfinished. Okay, the back wall was up and the floor was there, but I went ahead and finally finished all the inner workings. Okay, and I'm starting to put up the last of the walls, truss work, and then the roof. So in future videos you'll see the rolling mill finished and in place. But this is probably the biggest thing I've been working on, is this monster right here. The blast furnace, and then the blower engine house over here. And I have the two connected with piping that actually comes with the blower engine house kit, all from Walthers. But look at the size of this, okay? Absolutely impressive structure. So over the last month I've built the blast furnace, this giant building, okay, which towers over the backdrop. These backdrop sections are 18 inches tall, and this thing is several inches above that. Okay, I've had these bottle cars here for a while. I definitely need more, but I can finally give them something to do. Of course, all this track that's under the blast furnace, I installed all of that and ballasted it, and it goes under there. Okay, and I added this turnout and ballasted the main line and all the track in this area. Okay. These, I mentioned in the past, I had these sitting here. They were unpainted square stock, and they're meant to be the retaining wall, and also the structure that holds the rail that this bridge crane would roll on. So I went ahead and got these painted into a concrete color and glued them into place. And eventually in the future I'll put the rail on top that this crane rides on. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit on that piping. I mean, kind of tricky to assemble at times to get everything to line up. But wow, is it an impressive structure, and I think it turned out great. Now again, the blower house is sold separately from the blast furnace, but if you get both of them, if you can find both of them, because I don't know if they're in production right now, but holy cow, they're both from Walthers. Okay, so I'm working on that, and I'm working on the rolling mill, because this is a section of the layout right now that I'm trying to get well, a lot of work done. I don't really want to say finished or complete or any of that, but definitely this area is my focus right now. And then I'm going to move that way, and I'll work on the bridge next, okay, after I do a few more things here. Like, I want to add some of that hardware cloth railing around most of the freighter here. I'm going to leave this piece out because I have to lean into the layout, and if I had the piece of railing right here, I would snag on that hardware cloth and knock it over or even break it off. So I'll run it from here on the back side around to about there. Now, one thing I have to do is reach that ground throw back there. Okay, eventually I'll probably change that out for a powered switch machine, but until then I have to reach that. So another thing I've done is I made the roof here removable. Okay, instead of gluing that into place, and now I can lean in over the boat and I can reach that ground throw. Right there, I'm touching it. Okay, very carefully. And then I can just put the roof back on and I'm done. A little hard to line up when holding the camera, but there it is. Just can't get over the size of this. To give you an idea of how big this is, okay, the freighter out here is 7 feet from bow to stern. Okay, and this complex is a good chunk of that length. It's at least 5 foot. Come over here, you can see the back side of it, kind of, sort of. Very awesome building. So, well, all right, here it is the next day, and I have the rolling mill back on the layout. Look at that. Each panel was painted individually to give it some character. Actually, the prototype building looks just like that too, where like every panel is a different shade of rust, if you will. But holy cow, and I have the sidewall notched so you can see some of the inside interior detail. It's kind of dark in there. I'm going to have to add a light at some future point, but in person it looks really good. And if we draw back now and see the whole steel complex, I mean, I have to get back quite a ways to see from there down to here. That's all Algoma steel. Awesome. Alright, that's about it for now. As I said, once I get the rolling mill back in over there, do a couple more things like the railing on the freighter, I'll start working my way this way. Do the road deck, get that finished up all along here. Actually get this bridge here built, the lift bridge. Probably add another couple coats of Mod Podge to the water. I'll get the bascule bridge finished up and just kind of keep working my way around like that. Alright, well, until the next time, thank you for watching. Everybody take care, and as always, bye for now.